everybody, my name is Mars. You can call me MG if you would like. Today I will be walking you through all of my journals that I will be using in 2024. So I've got this cute little stack, and we are going to switch to an overhead camera so I can flip through some of them for you. I think we are going to start with the top of the stack and work our way down. Sounds like a good enough plan. So without further ado, let's switch to that camera and get started. So first up, we have my tarot journal here, which I actually started at the beginning of the year, and as you can see, I did not get very far into, but one of my goals for 2024 is to do more tarot spreads. So this is just a little Kiki's Delivery Service notebook that I got from Barnes & Noble. It is by Chronicle Books. I don't even know if I'm in the frame. There we go. And it's got cute art, and that's also on the pages. There's little doodles on some of them, and I just think it's so cute, and I will be continuing to use this in the new year. And here we have my everyday bullet journal that I will be using in 2024. This is part of the Archer and Olive throwback collection, I think is what it's called. It's got a denim material for the front, which was a bit odd for me to feel for the first time, but it's got these really cute daisies. Honestly, I only picked this one because there were very few A5 journals in stock, and it was getting quite late in the bullet journal buying season, and I needed to pick one. Overall, I'm not super head over heels for Archer and Olive like I know everyone else is. This is my first journal from them, so I am still getting used to it, but I don't like how, I don't know if you can see, the bookmarks, there is two of them. They're very short. My current bullet journal, the bookmarks go like twice as long, and I really like that for whatever reason my brain has. I don't like this little charm. It's got the Archer and Olive ampersand logo. I hate the sound of it against my desk. It really bugs me. I also don't like this pen loop because I'm not gonna use it, and it's just sticking out there kind of bugging me. Yeah, not super impressed by my first thoughts of Archer and Olive, but like I said, I'll be using this for the whole year. My opinion probably will change, but if we look inside, I have decided that for this year I am doing a Studio Ghibli theme. I didn't do a name on the nameplate because I'm never gonna bring this out of my house, so it's not gonna get lost. But on the cover page, I have this picture of Miyazaki, Mr. Studio Ghibli himself, and I have this quote from him. Don't ask about the font that I used. Quick explanation of it. I am disabled, and one of the areas that affects me the most is my hands, so my fine motor skills aren't the best. So I learned two different types of cursive when I was younger, one that was a lot easier on my hands than the other one, and sometimes I get mixed up and switch between the two, so that's kind of what happened here, but it's fine. It's a nice, simple, cute cover page, and I picked this blue and gold as my accent colors for my yearly spreads to match this sticker, but then later realized it also just matches the front cover with the blue and the gold, so that's a happy coincidence. But after my cover page, I have my 24 big things and 24 little things. This is not what they're really called around the bullet journaling community. This would be my 24 in 2024, and this would be my 24 24s in 2024. So these are all going to be one-off activities, slightly larger to-dos, and then these are littler kind of habits, but not things that I want to do every single day. But there are 24 things that I want to do 24 times over the course of the year. So my categories are physical books read, ebooks read, manga volumes read, books that are series continuations, buddy reads, which I'm also counting book clubs in here, rereads, solo streams with friends, vlogs uploaded, Ko-fi posts, Insta posts, movies watched, Welcome to Night Vale episodes listened to, some other podcasts that I didn't decide ahead of time in case I want to sample a couple of them, Critical Role episodes watched, games played, and this could be video games, board games, card games, any of that, social outings, tarot spreads, 24 minutes of yoga, 24 minutes walking, 24 minutes of language lessons, 24 ounces of water had, writing projects worked on, and poems worked on. So some of these are definitely going to be easier than others. These health-related ones with the 24s, I picked 24 just because it's 2024 and I thought it was cute. I'm really just trying to take better care of my body, and so those I will be making a priority. And then down here I had some free space, so I just put the frog from Spirited Away. I love him so much, he's a great character. I'm still not used to the thickness of this paper because it's, I believe, 160 GSM, and the notebook that I've been used to using, which went out of, that company went out of business this year, which is why I had to get a new journal from a new company and why I'm trying Arch and Olive. That had, I believe, 120 GSM, which I was very happy with, but now I have to get used to thicker paper. Then flipping over, we have my media consumed page. We're not going to talk about how this box is slightly smaller than the rest. I don't really care. It's fine. I make mistakes in my journal. I have a little Totoro sticker here, and then the two bigger boxes are for anime and movies because that's primarily what I watch. Then we have TV shows and music are slightly smaller just because I don't really watch TV shows that aren't anime very often, and I'm just very bad at keeping track of music, but I'm gonna try, so that's why it's there. And then this unlabeled box is for other things that are considered media. I don't know, I didn't have room for a label, it's fine. This is kind of a spoiler here, but later on this month you will be getting 2 different challenges from me for the course of 2024, and I just made a bingo board of those, and I have this cute sticker, and it's got characters from a bunch of Studio Ghibli films. Then here we just have a very plain writing notes spread where each month I will write down all the projects I worked on and how many words I got, what stage of the writing process it's at, stuff like that. Then we have my social media stats with the dog from Howl's Moving Castle, and I really streamlined this. I had separate trackers for each of these things for this past year. This year I just have one big tracker. Each box is going to have 2 numbers in it because I'm going to track on the 1st and the 15th of each month. I'm going to track Ko-fi followers, Instagram followers, YouTube subscribers, video views on YouTube, and shorts views on YouTube. I don't really do much with this data, it's just something fun to track because I like tracking things. And here we have my income and expenses tracker with this sticker from Princess Mononoke. And I've been using this setup for a couple of years where at the end of each month I just add up all the money I received and all of the money I spent, and I make 2 graphs, and it's just a visual way to see how my money is going for the entire year. And finally we have this last spread. This is my word of the year. I have chosen bloom, and I put the origin of the word and then a couple of definitions that I think work very well with my goals for the year. So for 2023, my word of the year was harvest because I really wanted to start seeing the rewards of the effort I've been putting into various projects and goals throughout the years, and I feel like I very much succeeded with that. And I decided to pick a word of the year that's similar to harvest. It's got that same like naturey garden vibe, but I really want to flourish in the new year. I want to thrive, and so I thought bloom was a very good word for that. And funnily enough, my friend Violet from the channel Writing Violet and I accidentally picked the same word of the year without knowing, and we were like having conversation about that, and we're just like, oh my god, we have the same word of the year. But I thought it was very funny. And I just have this picture down here, which I think is from Porco Rosso. That's what Google tells me. I haven't actually seen Porco Rosso, but I think I'm gonna watch that tonight. That's my plan anyway. But that is my everyday bullet journal for 2024. The next journal I will be showing you is my 1 line a day 5-year journal, and this is from Papier. I don't speak French. I don't know how it's pronounced. The company name is Papier. And my older sister actually got me this notebook for Christmas last year. And then in September, when my birthday is, I set this up as a 5-year journal because I wanted it to, here I can actually just show you my title page. I wanted it to span from my 25th birthday to my 30th birthday. So it goes from September 19th, 2023 to 2028. So technically it's 5 years and a day, but the paper quality is good. It's very thin though, so you can see like ghosting on the pages. I don't really care about ghosting as long as it doesn't bleed through, and I've been having a good time keeping up with my 1 line a day. I'm not going to show you those because they're kind of personal, but I will show you how I set up by going to a random page. So here you see that for each page I have 2 different days, and I just have the number of what year I will be writing that line in, and I just write my line, and then at the end I have a little bit of like reflection pages. So at the end of each year, for example, this one's 2025, I have 8 different categories where I just want to talk about how I felt about that category during the year. It's pretty simple stuff. So that is this notebook. And finally we have my reading journal. So this will be my 3rd year using a reading journal, and I have stuck with the same company for the notebook. That is Paper Blanks, and this is their ultra size, so it's the biggest one, and I use a lined journal instead of dotted for this. I started using Paper Blanks because my boss at an internship that I did in college gave me a notebook as a Christmas gift when I was working for her, and that was my first one. And Paper Blanks actually has a couple of different closure types, which I think is really cool. So this will be my first time doing the latch closure. The first one I used was a flap that like came out to about here, and you just opened it. And then this past year in 2023, the notebook I had just had a regular elastic band, and as you can see, this also has a bookmark, which is really good. This is not my first choice of journal for this year. I really wanted to get the Violet Fairy journal, which actually is the counterpart to the one I've been using in 2023, which is the Olive Fairy journal, but I missed the sale on that one. But this one was still on sale. This is Beethoven's 250th birthday journal, so it's got like music notes. It's one of his symphonies. I don't remember which one. I still think this is stunning. It just wasn't my first choice. On the back, it actually has a picture of Beethoven, and oh, it says Violin Sonata number 10. I'm gonna assume that's what's on the front. See, my reading journal just has a picture of Beethoven on it. Whatever. But if we open it up, I have my cover page. This one doesn't have a nameplate, so that's fine. But I have a quote from Beethoven that says, "Don't only practice your art, but force your way into its secrets, for it and knowledge can raise men to the divine." Don't know if that's actually a Beethoven quote, but that's what Google said, so I went with it. And my accents for this, I've chosen a couple of different shades of purple washi tape. Some are like fuchsia-y, but some are more solid purple, and I think they all fit the vibe very well. And also several different shades of markers. And I just have the washi tape and these cute little music notes and like star graffiti, confetti, I don't know what to call it, just little decorations. I'm going very simple with it because for 2023 I went very overboard with my decorating my yearly pages, so just a little bit of a change. If we flip over, here I have my 10-point scale because I don't rate out of 5 like most people do. I feel like it's a little bit constricting because I don't like doing like half stars and quarter stars. I have no problem with people who do, it's just not my style. So I rate on a 10-point scale, and I just wrote a little sentence so that I can look back on this and decide how I'm feeling about each book after I finish it. So it goes from 1, which is all I can say is that I finished reading it, to 10, which is damn, I wish I wrote this book. Then we have a section for my favorite reads throughout the year. Then this is my 24 books I want to read in 2024, which is another spoiler because I don't think that video has come out yet. and you can see more of the decorations. Then we have my unread books bookshelf. So for 2023, this was a 2-page spread, and I actually had all of the books that I had owned prior to the start of the year on one side, and then all the books that I bought on the other side. And that worked great then, but I have considerably less unread books going into 2024, so I figured the first shelf here, it was also only 3 shelves on the last one, so I made 4 here, and the top one will be for books that I already own. It might spill onto the next shelf, maybe, I'm not really sure, but I will have all of the ones that I already owned here, and then any that I buy in the new year will go down here, and I just keep track of when I read it what star rating I gave it, so I'm more conscious about the books that I bring into my home and if I actually like the books that I buy. Over here we have the book clubs spread, so we have the Nostalgia Train book club, and I know it doesn't have a pick for each month because we don't read books in nano months, but I wanted it to be nice and even, so I included those months here. And then over here we have the Bujo Buddies, which is the renaming of the J&R book club hosted by Jess from the channel Jashi Corinne, as well as her friends Rachel and Monica. And I will just write down the name of the book and check off if I actually read it each month. Then over here we have 2 different reading challenges I'm doing. Again, spoilers for my reading challenge. But also Lynn, who is a member of the community, is doing a challenge where she's rereading favorite childhood books, or like favorite books in general, and made a spreadsheet for other people to fill out their favorite books in these different categories, and then also pick books from other people's lists to read. So I will not be reading my own choices from those categories, I will be reading other people's choices. And so I've already picked out a few during the different months. So like here we have a book from Lynn, Violet, Madison, Min. It's really exciting, I think. I will have a great time talking to people about these books that they love. And then I've picked out a couple of books that fit my own reading challenge prompts. And flip over, we get into some blank pages where I will put January, which I haven't set up yet. I will set up closer to the new year. That is my reading journal. So there you have all of my journals that I almost just hit myself in the face with that I will be using in 2024. I'm very excited to break into these. I love the system that I have going on. I've been bullet journaling for 6 or 7 years now, since 2018, I think I started. And then the 5-year journal I just started this year, the tarot journal I just started this year, and then like I said, this is my 3rd year doing a reading journal. So my journaling habits have evolved a little bit over the years, but I'm settling into a groove that I really like, and so I'm excited to keep using some of these and to break into the others. But for now we come to the end of our video. Comment down below what type of journaling you do, if any, or if you use other sorts of planning systems. I know a lot of people use Notion. I tried that out, not really for me, but I love seeing people's like Notion setups. I think it's really cool. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content, and that way I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.